me up. Oh, I love you. Look at my sis. Isn't she beautiful? No. Here she is to save the day. She's got a cape on. Often actors are, who get the part are the 10th choice for the part. And that's very common, more common than I think people think. And there were lots of actors mentioned. I think Phil Hoffman and John C. Reilly had dropped out. The script kept getting rewritten, and eventually it came around. I met with a lot of relatives, brothers and sisters, and Betty Ann told a lot of stories, and we videotaped her and stuff.
And didn't you ask her to actually record your lines for you?
I did. I got Betty Ann a little sauced on some beer, and I had her read my dialogue. I was also having some friends of mine who were from Boston reading my dialogue to get the accent and stuff, and I had her and her son read the lines, and that was actually really helpful. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it harder when you're playing a real person as opposed to someone you're creating from scratch?
Yeah, it's daunting at first, but the long and the short of it is that it's really great source material for any actors out here. It's like working from a novel. You have the source material, and that's kind of an advantage. You can cling to that. I think Meryl Streep said once, for a lazy actor, a book is great because you can go to all the subtext is there, and so you can refer to, you can get all these ad libs from the novel. It's the same thing with a real person. You can grab so much from them. You get the dialect and you hear the voice and everything. It's great.
What was the hardest scene for you to shoot, either from a technical or an emotional standpoint?
There was a lot. There was a day where there was a reshoot. 16 hours of film was destroyed through an X-ray at an airport. Yeah, and it was one of the hardest days in the prison. It was the last day in the prison, and we got the news, and then we had to go back in there and shoot it all over again. And that was one of the most that was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hillary went into her perpetual optimist attitude and sort of denial. And she was like, "What is the whole reel ruined? I mean, what about the middle? What about the middle?" And Tony was like, "No, it's all ruined, man. It's all ruined." And my back seized up, and I had a crink in my back, and I started getting nauseous. I mean, it's amazing what stress can do to you. And I remember leaving the trailer, and I was walking like this. It was like that. I think I went to go smoke a cigarette, and I couldn't. It was awful. It was like a death. I mean, I'm over dramatizing, but then we went and reshot it, and it was actually better.
Really?